Hi, I'm Chef Cynthia Louise and welcome to my YouTube channel because there's new recipes coming through every week. I'll do that again, yeah? And don't forget to lick these. Is there anything in my teeth? Is there anything in my teeth? On a rare occasion, my mum and dad would buy a single cherry ripe. I remember those days. Check it out. Got this amazing chef. She's so nice. Fabulously fashionable. She wears all these amazing jewelries. Okay, this is a cool book. This is Celebrate Your Sweet Tooth Naturally, and we're gonna make cherry and the ripe. I know, right? So just you got to come in with me and look at this, because this is like, where's the red gonna come from? Because the cherries I've got are sour cherries that are dehydrated naturally, that aren't bright red. And the reason why they aren't bright red is because they're not covered in sulfur to make that color stay in nature. So when I pick a cherry and I eat it, oh my God, it's like lipstick on your lips. It's delicious and it's plump and it's red. If I sit that cherry down there on the shelf or on the bench here for about a week, it starts to like deteriorate, right? And just break down and go brown. That's nature. So for me, it's like, I want the cherries that are broken down. They're called sour cherries. They're delicious. But I also want to somehow get some red in there. So I'm going to use, oh my God, that's so yummy. I'm going to use red as the color for this beautiful ripe, and I'm going to use beetroot. I know, right? It's got to work. Surely to God, I've got to get some red in there. Anywho, this is spectacular. This is nothing like the cherry ripe that my mum and dad would buy one bar and cut it into four. Piece for my brother BJ, piece for my mum, piece for my dad, and a piece for me. One bar, and I've written it in this amazing book called Celebrate Your Sweet Tooth Naturally, a story of why she did that. And it brings a smile to my face because, and when I ask her now, my mum's 89, and when I ask her now, she's like, that's all you needed. You didn't need any more than that. And I'm like, yeah, I did. I wanted a lot more than that. I remember sitting there looking at which was the biggest square, right? So this one, I know, looking at these ingredients, that my body is going to be flooded with nature, with natural mineral and vitamin supplements in these amazing ingredients. And I'm going to trick myself into believing that this is a cherry ripe, and I'm going to smother it in chocolate. And it's going to go into the freezer. Oh my God, and I cannot wait to eat it later. But have a look at this rainbow of beautiful colors here and a beautiful natural glory. The chia seeds. I've got some white sesame seeds, black sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds or pepitas. I've got flakes of coconut. I've got some beautiful oats. And I've got some sunflower seeds. And then I have some dried cherries. I've got this amazing coloring of redness in here. Have a look at this. Look at that, for the color. I've got my sweetener, which is maple syrup, coconut oil, vanilla, a little bit of water, and a pinch of salt. And I'm gonna put all of this glory into there. And I want it to process and become sticky. So then I can do like that. So then I can push it in the tray easily, and then I can cut it up, and then I can freeze it, and then I can dip it in melted chocolate. Oh my God, okay, enough. Here goes my beautiful mandala of goodness. There's nothing like perfection of the look of a mandala and then perfection of a beautiful cherry ripe coming out of this. Oh my God. I'm gonna add the sour cherries, maple, coconut oil, vanilla, and I'm going to need a pinch of salt. And I do a whole article of that in my cookbook, Plant-Based Love Stories. Have a look at that book. It's amazing. It's complete savoury glory. And it's just yummy. Anywho, now I've got my water. There we go, just a little bit of water. This is going to help it make it sticky. And now we're going to process. Now I just want to show you it without the beetroot. So have a look at the colour. It's starting to break down, and now I'm going to add the beetroot. I'm going to grate it in. You don't have to, you can just put it in slices actually, but I just want to grate it today, just to speed things along a bit. Okay, let's have a look and watch it change colour. Check it out. Now my childhood memories are flooding back with that cherry colour. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Now I can still see all the seeds. Have a look here. I can still see all the seeds and everything. And I do want a little bit of texture, but that's a bit too much for me. So I'm going to keep processing till it gets a little bit finer. Now I've got the perfect texture and it is sticky, and that's what I want. I'm going to put all of this into that line tray just here, and I'm going to make sure it's evenly distributed. Oh my God, and then I'm going to put it . I'm just flattening this down with a double piece of baking paper and just pushing it with a spatula just so I can get nice and even. And actually sometimes I get another baking tray, right? And I stick it on top of here. And then I push. Let's have a look. Perfection. Now those sides there, I need to make them even. So what I'm going to do is fold down the paper. Just run my finger along the sides there. Lift up the paper and you get a nice even flat edge. Perfect. Whatever you want. But I'm going to go traditional cherry ripe mum and dad bars. Just marking it out so when I get it out of the freezer, it's easy to manage. I reckon it'll take me 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more in the freezer just to really set. I want it to be really frozen before I dip it into chocolate. All right. This is really frozen. That's what we want. And I'm just going to cut these beautiful, long, gorgeous little ripe bars through with my knife. It's good 30 minutes actually that was in the freezer. It's what you want. You can dip them in the chocolate, not a problem if that's what you want to do, but I don't. I just want to put a little bit on top. This is the melted chocolate. Now I've used chocolate that is dairy-free, sweetened with coconut sugar, flavoured with nature, just beautiful chocolate. And the reason why I've used dairy-free chocolate, and this is the thing, right? I started my career with dairy-free recipes for kids with autism, for people that are anaphylactic to dairy. That's how I started. It's not about veganism or veganism. for me, it's all about that, and that's how I started, and it's just journeyed on to here today. So just in case you didn't know. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to smear it just like this. I'm going to allow that one to just set, watch it change colour because it's so cold, right? And then I'm going to do another layer and another layer because I don't want to dip them, it's just too much. So now it's setting, I'll do another layer.
Okay, stop there.
I mean, ideally you'd have a cherry, but I don't have any today. Fresh cherries, they're not in season, so I'm just adding a little flour to the mix. Not that one. And with my leftovers, I can totally and utterly just plonk it in there and cover it completely, right? And let it drain. You can see that. And then straight onto, especially my desserts. Oh my God, we were so good. It reminds me of my childhood. Seriously, the same taste. But this is like 1,000 times healthier. And I don't need all that chocolate, that's enough. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, that's enough. I'll see you.